The MEP for the southeast of England argues a similar arrangement would not take 7 years to negotiate and ratify, as we are starting from a position of zero tariffs. Writing in The Sun, Mr. Hannan said, "Our geography pulls us towards a deal that looks more like Switzerland's than South Korea's. We should aim to work with our neighbors in areas such as policing, intelligence and research, not just trade, but we should do so as an ally, not as a province." Getty. Daniel Hannan thinks a bespoke Canada trade deal is the best option. Canada's arrangement with the EU means it trades without any tariffs except in farming, and even then the tariffs are low. It also recognizes many professional qualifications. Mr. Davis hopes to go further than Canada on financial services, keeping banking, insurance and investment arrangements similar to what is currently in place. But while the EU 27 would gain as much as the UK from this kind of arrangement, Britain does not know yet what the bloc wants in exchange. Getty. David Davis has called for a Canada deal. Our geography pulls us towards a deal that looks more like Switzerland's than South Korea's. Daniel Hannan. Mr. Hannan argues getting a deal similar to Canada's, known as CETA, would not take as long to sort out. He said, "It is often pointed out that Canada's trade deal with the EU, known as CETA, took 7 years to negotiate and ratify. Indeed, it did, and one of the arguments for leaving is that we can now sign trade deals more quickly with the US, China, Australia and so on. The parallel is meaningless. In this case, what takes time is agreeing new arrangements. In our case, we are starting from a position of zero tariffs and identical regulations. There will be areas where we wish to opt out. For example, we want to be able to buy food at world prices instead of under the Common Agricultural Policy." The MEP says it is important that we strike our own deal, based on what is best for Britain, but we need to work as an independent country that is in close cooperation with its neighbours. Friday, December 8, 2017. David Davis and EU's chief Brexit negotiator Michel Barnier attend a press conference by Theresa May. Speaking on BBC's Andrew Marr show, David Davis said Britain has until the end of 2018 to sign a free trade deal with European leaders. He said, "It's more like a year than 8 months. In truth, bear in mind, we can't sign this until we actually leave." Mr. Davis said reaching an agreement would be not that complicated thanks to Mrs. May's recent victory in Brussels, and described his preferred solution as Canada plus. The Brexit secretary said he wanted a bespoke deal with the EU and is aiming for an overarching agreement with no tariffs.